Hey everybody, how you doing? This is James from Wix1.com, Wix1.com, all things mobile. Today we've got something special for you. It's Thursday, it's about 9:40 in the PM in the Eastern Standard Time, and I've drove from one end of the city to the other. I've called all kinds of phone numbers because it's so hard to find these things. Everybody seems to be out of stock, but I was lucky. I got one iPad mini. I got a 16 gig black. And it's quite great, and I'm going to hear and to tell you all about it. Let's get to it, eh? But if we can get the box up, it will be a lot easier to go. There it is. I will just put this off to the side just for one short second. What's in the box? Usual docs, how-tos, click here, turn it off, turn it on again. Not that interesting. Got your cable, lightning cable, power block. That's all she wrote. Okay, here is the iPad mini. It's a 16 gig model. It's got a 5 megapixel camera on the back. I believe it's a 1.3 in the front. You got a sound off and on and volume up and down rockers. Let's see if we can get close enough for it to see that. Yeah, I'm hoping you can see that good. The camera is on that side. I don't know why, but it is. It shouldn't be here. I don't know. On the bottom, we have those perforated holes, just like the iPhone 5. So this is an updated style. And it's still got that. It's got the same groove along the edge as the iPhone 5 does as well. So it's in the same family for the most part. And there's another. What I'm guessing is either a speaker hole or a microphone hole right up here, and just the lightning stuff on the bottom. It's really light. It's very smooth feeling for the most part down here, and it's really thin, right? Super thin. So, like, say for instance, I take like a pen, right? And you go, it's about as thin as a pen. Right here, I'll take my BlackBerry. It's about as thin. Well, it's thinner than BlackBerry, I think just by a little bit. Here, let me get another pen. Change color so you can get a better idea. All right. So it's quite thin. It's light. The build quality feels nice too. It feels like it was made well. Let's see here. It's got a really nice resolution screen. It's not an HD screen. It's not like a Retina screen, but it's quite good. So I know that a lot of people are saying, well, it doesn't have a Retina display, but you know what? I'll tell you something. It's pretty good. Here's our faithful mascot. You tell me. It looks pretty good, doesn't it? Yeah, it's a 5 megapixel camera. With a little bit of light, I guarantee you'll have decent photos. It plays the games quite well. The only thing is, there's not all iPhone games are iPad compatible, so you got to use that 2 times up thing. Here's a good example. I have a slot machine game that I like, and at one time, it's like that, right? Without the glare, obviously. Right? Now, I'm going to put it 2 times up, so it fills the screen, and it still looks pretty decent. Right? Not bad, eh? So, I can't say that all applications will be this good at the 2 times up, but if they follow the Apple specifications, chances are it'll be alright. And this was an iPhone app being sized up. So it's something to consider. There are thousands and thousands of applications out there, obviously. But if you have one that's not HD ready, you're going to have to do the 2 times up for it to be full screen. There's lots of applications available. usual suspects like, you know, bad piggies, and so on and so forth. So I haven't noticed any slowdown as far as the processor is concerned. It's been pretty good so far, and the battery has been pretty good too. Like obviously, I'm still testing it. I just got it today. In a few days, I'll be able to post something on the blog, and I'll say, okay, this is how long it lasted on the battery. But it does not charge your battery when you plug the lightning into your keyboard or something like that. It will charge if you plug it to the wall to the AC. So I didn't try it to the back of the computer, but I did try it to the keyboard, and it didn't have enough juice for it to actually charge, and it says not charging in the corner of your iPad. But when you plug in the AC, it basically says charging, and it's going, and it charged pretty quickly. So for the most part, it was pretty nice. So if you're thinking about getting one of these iPads, I would recommend. It's quite nice. It's good for the kids. It's good for helping them learn their stuff like math and English and French and whatever else that you want to teach your kids. They have all the stories are available. Like the green eggs and ham and all that kind of stuff. So that's really nice. It's a decent size for that kind of stuff. Like the full size iPad, which is obviously a lot bigger. It's harder for them to hold, but for small hands, this is quite good to grip on. For them to be able to just do their deal and play their games. So, if you're thinking to get it for your kids and things like that, I would say it's a decent buy. $329 for the base model, and then obviously it goes up from there. If you can find one of these right now, your best bet in most cases is to check with their websites, and they will tell you whether it's available, and you just call down and they won't hold it on the phone, but if they have a few of them in stock, and if you race down, you should be able to get one. Or you can just go to apple.com and order it up that way, or apple.ca, depending on your area. So this is the iPad mini 16 gig black model. It has a 5 megapixel camera, I think a 1.3 in the front, and it's running OS 6.0.1. That's all she wrote. WIX1.com.